Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another video. This time we're doing an unboxing of the Collector's Edition box of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, courtesy of Square Enix, who gifted me this. An early look then before your version, if you've ordered this, comes out to your door. Very, very grateful for this. I've already purchased my version, so we'll probably end up doing a giveaway in the future, but it's so nice for them to give this to me. There's been a lot of really cool things from the media tour, and my sort of privileged access to that. Very, very blessed by this, very grateful, and what a fantastic thing to be able to share with you today. So I thought we'd do a proper unboxing and look at the items. So basically inside the Yoshitaka Amano beautiful box, we've got two other boxes. In the first smaller box of the two, there's a very well supported and packaged set of pieces, the pieces that I'm most excited about in this. First of all, we got the Adventurer's pen case, which is obviously made of this leather or leatherette. I'm not sure which. It's that leather effect pouch. It essentially is a set of three pouches on one side. It's kind of like what you would put scrolls in sort of medieval, ancient times, even before then, sort of like, I don't know, like a medieval postman or something, as far as I know. And we've got the ability to scroll that up, so you put your scrolls or whatever in the segments, and then you roll this up and put this on the side of your satchel or on your belt, as you can see. I'm not sure what practical purpose I could ever use this for, but of course it's just a nice decorative item that I plan to just put in a cabinet with all of the other bits and pieces, as I imagine most people will. The practicality of this, I suppose you could use it as like a cosplay prop. It is really cool. Of course, I have absolutely no idea how to roll this up properly, so I'll just keep it nice and flat. Look at the little tassel, by the way. That's a really nice detail. Really, really cool stuff. Honestly, the quality of this is way more than I expected, honestly, originally. So this is the thing I was most excited for, the thing I purchased my version for specifically, and that's a cloth map. I didn't realize the size of this. I was hoping, praying that it was going to be bigger than the Stormblood map, and oh boy, it's the size of this desk mat. If you've got any of those Final Fantasy XIV desk playmats, like the ones, it's like a mouse pad, but for your entire desk, it is roughly just short of the size of that. There's an apple. I didn't have a banana for scale, so we've got an apple for scale there, but it's absolutely fantastic. The quality of this is, you know, much higher than I expected as well. Very nice stitched corners, and of course, look at the detail when we get close to this. I thought we'd have a nice pan over Tural there. Looking amazing. All of those places that we're going to get familiar with. It really does kind of showcase how many areas we haven't been to. Also, there's like this fake patina. It looks like the map itself is faded or damaged in corners. I think that's a really nice detail. First, I thought I'd spilt coffee on it. Turns out it's just how it was outside of a package. It looks a little bit musty in the corners, you know, like it's been on a galleon or something in the captain's quarters, like actually used. I like that. I don't like the fact that it's creased, although it does give it kind of like an authentic map feel. I plan to like steam this out as gently as I can and then put this in a frame. I want to put this in my office above where I work, because I want to be reminded how beautiful and enormous this game is. Of course, they're going to have to keep updating this map into the future. There's plenty of room on it, but how big is that? I thought that was a really important thing to show, honestly, because a lot of people are like, how big is the mat? The other thing then that I was less interested in, but it's a nice little detail, is the Unending Journey then. So this is a replica of your Unending Journey from Final Fantasy XIV, and of course it's this like leatherette bound book with the meteor symbol on the back. I really like that, and that kind of gold flake sort of idea on the back. And then on the front, this is more familiar. Anybody who's been to an in-room ever will recognize this book. Or at least in notepad form. First page is blank, and then we also have lots of lined pages that have Dawntrail written at the bottom, and then these really nice sort of, I was going to say Aztec, I'm not sure if that's like the appropriate way of calling it, that sort of design around the side. I really, really like that, and I doubt I will ever use it. The other big thing then from this is the statue. This is the box. Inside the box then, it's very well packaged. I was quite pleased with all of the packaging, actually. A lot of things in the past have been questionable. We also have this little leaflet telling you how to actually assemble the sword. So his actual fingers do bend and give quite a bit. I was surprised at that. You'll see in just a moment, but this is how it's packaged, nice in this blister packaging. We've got a piece of plastic on the front, not too much of it, unlike the obvious recent Meister quality stuff that's been overly plastic. And then the swords are sort of sellotaped in. That face isn't too bad either. I was really surprised at that. I honestly didn't know what to expect. I've been quite critical in the past about faces on a lot of these models. I'm pleased to say this one does not share the same fate as some of the previous ones. It looks really good. Look at the detail on this though. This is like, I really hope whoever does this stuff works on the next Meister quality stuff. That's my hope and dream. We've got this like rocky sort of area that we're stood on. Look at the detail on the satchels and things there, and all the buckles and all of that sort of like metal effect. Very nice stuff, but he's without his swords, so let's put his swords on. The swords are really detailed if you zoom in there. Nice. And then they just sort of, you bend the fingers in. I had to do that off camera, and then they just plop in. I've made it look a lot simpler, but just be very careful. His fingers do bend more than I expected them to, so don't break your fingers off if you're getting a model. But it looks really good, doesn't it? Really impressed with that. And of course, with the map there looking absolutely awesome, it gives you another scale idea. And there's the lovely map on the leather pouch thingy, which I really like. The Unending Journey. And then of course the other item is the beautiful box, which if you're anything like me, you keep these boxes. I want to display them. If I had more room, I need to sort stuff out in my office, to be perfectly honest. But Yoshitaka Amano artwork, second to none. Hopefully they continue to partner with the man himself in the future so that we can get more stuff. But that's the collector's edition. Once again, thank you so much to Square Enix for this early preview and the gift of this collector's edition. This is what you can expect then in your collector's edition box. Of course, there are no codes in this because that is done separately with the digital collector's edition. So even if you buy the physical collector's edition of the game, you are basically buying the digital one as well as a collector's box at the same time. That's how it works. So I'm excited for everyone to get stuck into this and display their models. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your day. More videos to watch from the media tour, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.